The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence.
What about the pistol made it decisive evidence?
Tisk. Ack! He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth.
There were fingerprints on a pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand.
What?
Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, this is the weapon in question.
Accepted into evidence. Yoink.
Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective.
Yes, sir.
Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol?
Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet matches the pistols.
Hey Nick, what does he mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
Nick is glaring at me.
Tisk. Very well. I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it.
Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate.
Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints.
Order!
This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it.
Well, Judge,
I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point if you want to. I mean, I could just right now. However,
you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after a recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge?
Yes?
What are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now!
But wait,
Just bang your flimsy gavel and get home with it, man!
Yes! This court will take a 10-minute recess.
Who's running this court anyway? More like a kangaroo court. December 26th, another. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints went on the murder weapon? And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Were you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. How am I gonna convince anyone of that? Say, Maya? Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. Ugh. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I get to call my sister, I might as well not be here, Nick. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help. It's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I am a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Oh, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is gonna run out. Really? Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it is already. It's bad for my heart. Oh? Oh, sorry. Whoops, I forgot he had a heart. Oh boy.
Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness.
Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at the university.
That I am.
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw as the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand?
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Very well. Your testimony, please.
It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked outside the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't another thing on the lake about that boat.
Enough.
Huh?
Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence.
Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have an order immediately.
As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she had the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Myers Edgeworth.
Order! 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 I will have order.
Well, Judge.
The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant...
Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court.
Nick, contempt. Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand.
Well, what are we going to do?
Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in our testimony? I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything.
Right, let's take him on.
Yeah. Got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness.
Tisk. Very well.
I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time.
But, fuck you. Jeez. Rude. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Oh yeah, well, yeah.
I know you want to find contradictions, but really,
I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony.
I was in my car, heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked outside, two the boat. There was another bang. Okay. Maybe. Fired 3 times. And she heard 2 bangs. There was an area thing on the lake with the boat. Okay, so... This evidence clearly reveals contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related?
They aren't, are they?
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Alright, what the fuck? Let's see. This? Why were you camping there anyway? I'm research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Oh, here we go, here we go. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? Uh-oh.
What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained.
Wait now, I'm the one who says that.
There's a say it already.
Objection sustained.
Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. The fuck? I heard this bank come up from the lake. Press on this. So, you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chats with the witness.
Erk. The fuck? Okay. This gotta be it, right? Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that he saw them. There is also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. And there was another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot ran out? Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless blubber.
But Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? I don't know. There weren't any contradictions in there. Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here. Why is really taking this hard? What? There's... What? Press on this. Here we go. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country can could be. That sounds pretty sure. I'll press further. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? Almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you...
Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full.
Ooh.
No need for further questions. Objection sustained.
That's what I'm...
Sustained!
Yes, of course.
Oh, great.
Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting.
But, Your Honor...
You keep your promise.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court.
And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Uh-huh.
Nick, Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy.
I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision.
Then pass your judgment.
Very well. Mr. Mars Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Hold it!
What? Who was that?
It was me!
Maya!
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not! Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks! It's unclear whether you are actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful whether you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life and death. Lotta! Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire his pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lotta!
What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear, I saw Edgeworth.
Enough, Judge. Declares the defense in contempt of court.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave.
No. No.
Wait! I was the one who made the uppers, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Wrong.
What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have right to cross-examine her again. Wizam.
Order!
You're in contempt of court. It is too late for vile claims.
Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he's in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. Arrest that little girl. My Faye, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
But Maya.
I cannot for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
Alright. I saw clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Oh yeah? I doubt that. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Got you. Got you. I mean... What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So, this picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? Where? What? What in tarnation?
Mr. Wright has a point.
That's fire. I told her not to say that in her testimony.
Please.
Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart.
What?
Could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully veiled testimony. Yeah! Alright. A little sip. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog sings grits. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out of the lake, I just threw my binoculars. See? No problem.
You used binoculars. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one better be good. Ooh. You're right. It was a cold night and the mist with thick grits. So, how do you see Edgeworth? Now, just hold your horses for a sec. You hasty Yankees type never figured gal where I'm from.
Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is.
Nobody loves me. So, once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic...
The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all.
The objection is sustained.
Arg, he's not letting her answer my questions. Dickhead. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? Ah! I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with the line of questioning.
But know this, if you find nothing for this, there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
Yes. This is make or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little bit overboard.
Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear it. Camera was set up to take pictures of meteor shower. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fuck, it's thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Hart.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect.
Now wait a minute.
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth.
Grr.
No unnecessary comments, please.
When I heard that noise on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog, but you say you clearly saw him? I did, yeah.
Enough! There is no room for doubt in her testimony.
She sounded pretty doubtful to me, but I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many von Karmic objections I get, I'm gonna find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Alright, I think I already found one. You say it was set up to take pictures of meteor showers? Well, I doubt that too. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? Says me. I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly onto the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of stars, Miss Hart. Oof!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor.
Well then, what exactly was she photographing?
Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? I'll tell you. This piece of shit. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What's this? A newspaper article?
Goldie?
Ah, the sighting at Gold Lake.
Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you proof that I was down lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I have proof? I have it. Proof.
Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster?
The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Ah! Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Gotcha.
Order, order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try to take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lures that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. But you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks the monsters exist.
Hey!
But as she so circularly said, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that we were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. Something's gotta give. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what scoop would be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out that bad lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right side of the lake. There wasn't much there to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. And I saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was doing right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hope to fry.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
The witness's testimony isn't changed from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
I claim the defendant's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. Doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was that a contradiction?
Very well, we may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind.
Ha! That will be a first.
Very funny.
You understand that this is your last chance at the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with her testimony at the time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.